Alright, hold on. We're gonna pause this for a moment. We're watching Janna. Okay, they've got, okay. First problem I see right now. You are running Ignite on Janna, and they have Lissandra, Zed, Evelyn. Oh, you had Yasuo AD carry. Yasuo AD carry's fine, man. The guy probably doesn't play ADC, and autofill is enabled in all roles and all ranks right now. So sometimes you've just got to accept what's happening and play with it. Like, I don't mind supporting a Yasuo ADC, especially as Janna. I think it can work. Okay, so he took Exhaust. I see why you have Ignite. He took Exhaust, so taking Heal would have been better, I think. Or even running double Exhaust so you can negate their... What is this? Support Liss? I'd either run double Exhaust or Heal, man. They have two champs that are... Well, it's going to be on Eve and Zed trying to burst you guys. But there's many games I played with, like, support Rengar. Okay, I just wanted to pause so the music would stop and this would actually save. No audio muted on stream. Okay, so I get our scoreboard. We don't need time controls. Yes, we do. We press X to see gold. Alright, perfect. Hold on, let's pause. Hold on. I want to fix stream. I don't want all this shit on the screen. So what we're going to do, we are going to remove this little guy, timer, and overlay. And this. We're going to leave cam on. Alright. We're going to turn chat off. We're not worried about chat. I need a drawing pen also. A drawing pen would help. If I could do something like that, that would definitely improve the quality of these replays, if it's saved on stream. But is it going to save on stream if that's something I do? Okay, what did you start? Doran's, single pot, that's fine. You went coin 3. What are your runes you're running? Okay, we'll go over runes and masteries after the game. I'll have to look it up. Let's go ahead and give it a little plus, get this game rolling. We're kind of just sitting here. Oh! Okay, so first off, you guys were a little late for the leash. You gotta be there 138. That's first thing. Yes, warding versus Eve, you need to ward the camps. It's the only way to correctly ward against Evelyn right now. So 138, these spawn at 138, the big camps do. You gotta be there then. Okay, traded with shield, that's fine. Although, in this matchup, having a melee ADC, I'm not sure that I would worry about trading personally. I would save shields for their trades. So it's going to be hard to shield her Qs. So unless he goes in, try to save the shield maybe. And just deny damage from Jhin. Don't let Jhin deal damage to him. You missed XP on something. I don't know what you missed XP on, but always try to be here for everything. We could look back, but I don't think it's that important. Just try not to miss CS. Or be in experience range. Okay, that's pretty hamzo. You guys are gonna die here. Yeah, now you're gonna die because he's got heal. Oh, nice, nice. She's got a lot of minions on her. She got a lot of minions on her. It's not gonna happen. Do you have tornado or W? You have W. Nope, you're dead. Yeah. Okay, so basically, you're using most of your shields for yourself. As a melee champion trying to farm against Jhin, he should be taking a lot of harass from Jhin, right? Because every time he walks up to get a CS, Jhin should be autoing him. So sit back and just hold your shield. So anytime he tries to get CS and Jhin goes to auto him, deny Jin's auto damage. So he should be playing back around your shields when he's farming. So if he goes up to get a minion, you will shield. Well, if Jin's going to trade, you're going to shield. And then he's going to play safe until that's back up. That's how it should work. So don't play so aggressively as Janna. Sit back and just play to disengage, really. Play to disengage and deny damage. You don't have to play aggro. Like, now that Yasuo's 3, you guys could probably fight them. The reason being, his level 3, he should have wind wall. That was not a good idea. Well, never mind, he's low as balls. He hasn't back yet either. Nice, nice. Yeah, just don't try to dive her here. She has full health. She's got a decent amount of lockdown. She can just W him and keep him out of melee range. Use her Q to kite. Use her E to reposition. So I don't think it's worth trying to dive here. Here comes the mistake. We're made. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, he's the plant. He got out. So basically, what's going on here? You guys have been at their turret and beyond their turret for a long time, right? And if Evelyn were to come down here and have any amount of health, I think you guys would be straight dead. So you're playing really aggressive in this lane. You are pushing the turret constantly, and you've got no real vision against their jungler, right? You were gonna die right there. Yeah, so you stayed too far out. You went a little too ham. So these are just small positioning errors, like being forward when you guys can't fight, because they're at turret, like they're dealing DPS to you within turret range, right? And that's just not a good position to trade in. So sit back more, just play to deny damage, man. Janna does not need to trade at all, not at all. If they dive you, then you can return, but you're just trying to kite them out. And remember, playing aggro, you could be playing forward into Eve any time that you go aggro. So kiting it out, playing back, it'll force Evelyn to like pop her W out of stealth, if she's there. So right here, 2 ham, 2 ham, 2 ham. There's no way. It's only level 4, there's no fucking way. Dragon! That's not a good call either. I don't think Katarina Jungle's gonna dragon very quickly. Yeah, she came out of ward to check. Oh, she got 6. I don't know why she didn't ult there. Jhin wasn't quite in range. And she already used her E, which is odd. Yeah, you're donezo. Oh, ow! Shield! Nope. Rip. Okay, so off that you're losing Dragon. Okay. I think it's just too many times being too aggressive and pushing into their turret. There's too much pushing happening in this lane. You guys are getting punished for it every time. So in this situation, you're probably going to be a lot better off just being like, we don't know, telling your ADC we don't know where Eve is. We are pushing and playing 2 Hammett turret, we're getting caught, and we are losing. So right now, 1 and 2, 0 and 3, you guys should only be playing passive. You shouldn't be looking for any trades whatsoever. Like, you'll have to massively outplay them to win any trades at this point. So sitting back, being passive, and just trying to go even in CS is what you need to do. The longer you CS evenly, the smaller that gold gap gets. Well, the smaller the gold gap matters. Yeah, once you see them all going for Yasuo, just run for your fucking life, because there's 4 there. There's nothing that you can do. Also, I don't like that he's rushing Static Shiv. The crit's good, obviously, but Static is just going to force pushing the lane again. You're they can just go ham on you guys. You're and you're only level 5. They're both sitting on ult. She doesn't have exhaust, but they could definitely kill you guys. Wind wall down. This is their chance. Yeah, that's so fucking easy for them. Oh, Janna's so fast! Janna! Oh. No climax for you. Well, see, do you see what I mean, though? Like, positioning anywhere forward. You guys don't want to fight them at any point in time, especially not without 6. You are 6 now, but not having 6 there during the fight. Well, see, it really helps to watch your replays, man. You don't understand what your mistakes are until you actually look at it from this perspective. Watching your games is pretty important for improving. You're gonna improve a lot faster by watching rather than just playing out games and slowly trying to understand what's happening. You know what I mean? Now, Katarina, you can't expect any ganks from a Katarina jungle. She's not gonna farm well. What the fuck is she building? Okay. We're gonna pickle again. Yeah, once again, like, you're just fighting on repeat, basically. You guys need to go back in, because your team is there. You got one. We are currently watching Oddjohn. Pretty low. If Cat came down here, she could get, like, reset city. Holy Ness, I didn't realize. I mean, the Frostfang is going to generate decent gold while he's pushing with E, but... yeah, AP Ness is not a thing. AP Nasus works in ARAMs. That is about it. Yeah, you guys are way up here right now. Hey, there you go. Now you're running. Jensen on ulti. He coulda ulted you. Yeah, well, this is sitting on ulti, and, like, okay, so, for one, mid tower's up. You guys are here versus an invisible jungler. You shouldn't be there, ever. What is your mid laner? You have Lux mid, who doesn't even push the wave very well. She's got E, but it's not going to even full clear back wave unless she's fed, and she's 1 and 4 with 31 CS. 31 CS at 14 minutes. She is getting dookied on. So when your mid laner's getting dookied on, you're playing against a jungler you can't see, you need to just farm waves near your towers and play safe. So right now, E's behind you again. She's going to use this little guy. No, she's not, because she can just run down. And you guys are going to die again. Well, Yasuo, the champ farms well. The champ farms really well. He gets stacking damage using his E. So he can last hit with his E really easily. But the problem is like, with static, you guys just keep pushing. The static's going to help him clear. He's pushing faster than Jen, and then you guys are staying in an overextended spot. You guys are playing, like, up. You're playing, like, okay, let's look at the minimap. Like, in this vicinity, this square. And you need to be playing in this square here. This is where you guys should be, nowhere past this. Up here, they control all of this. All of it. They've got the mid pressure because their mid laner's winning massively. They've got jungle pressure because you don't know where Eve is, because you can't pressure forward to get wards out. Katarina could have cleaned that up. Could have gone fucking ham there. So a lot of this is about knowing the matchup that you're in. Yeah, because it's Eve, pressuring forward is bad. After you get bot tower, if the wave's not here, I would rotate through your jungle. Make sure it's swept here. Make sure you've got vision here. And just rotate mid and try to help push. If their mid is huge wave clear and you think you might die by going mid, then you might try to rotate top. But they've got Azir, they've got Zed. Zed's probably the better one to go against, except you don't have exhaust. So they have super fed assassin mid and you don't have exhaust. So if you're rotating and Yasuo's trying to do his own thing, you're going to be going mid with ignite and you're just going to get murdered again. So honestly, for any assassin, especially as disengaged support, I'd still take double exhaust any day. When is it better to rush Sightstone? Rushing Sightstone versus Evelynn isn't usually the best idea unless your jungler can create pressure with you and push forward and help you get vision on her in her jungle. So, if you don't have a dominant jungler, like when you have a Katarina jungle, you are not going to be pushing forward and getting vision in their jungle because she doesn't farm well. She doesn't gank well. She doesn't really do anything well from the jungle. Why didn't she press fucking R? Well, here we go. Is he gonna make it? Oh, there's another plant. Nice, nice. Nasus has 10% CDR. Yeah, double kill Eve. What did you itemize towards? You went for Redemption. I think Redemption's fine. It's pretty good with Janna's kit. You guys are kind of just getting dumped on. Okay, so here's another major problem in this game that I'm seeing. You have Nasus went full AP, Katarina's full AP, Lux is full AP, and you do physical damage, so you're basically AP, but mostly utility. So you've got 4 AP champs, no pen. And this is going to be a huge problem here in the mid-game if they build any sort of magic resist, because there's no way for you to come back if they get any MR. I don't think this is a hard game to analyze at all. There's nothing different about having a Yasuo when you're, or having like a Vayne or Caitlyn or something. He's just melee instead of range. Like, he's not doing anything abnormal, except for trading a little too aggressively and pushing the lane versus invisible jungler. I don't think there's anything wrong with analyzing this game. Like, I end up with Yasuo ADCs, Rengar ADCs sometimes. Janna's huge though. So basically, the big transition in this game that happened to you guys is you kept playing aggro in bot lane even after you were behind. And so when you're behind, they just started four-manning your lane, and you guys were screwed at that point. You've got to know when to just play passive, and that's the biggest thing to take away from this here. Yeah, don't walk. You don't have shield, don't walk up. If you're using your Q, do it from back here. You can Q from here. Don't ever walk into auto range, you're just going to die. So that's a big positioning error here. You shielded the turret and then you walked forward. You don't have shield to deny damage, so you're going to take damage. He's sitting on ulti. And if you die, you don't have the utility that your team needs to survive. So don't play forward ever. Q from behind tower. If you guys are trying to hold out this game, I would max Q second. So now that you're level 9, start putting all your points in Q, and you can wave clear quite a bit. What I do is while the wave's coming down, I will stand here, I'll prep a tornado so that all the minions go straight into the wave, and you do like half damage of the full thing. That way it's a lot easier for your team to clear the wave, and they don't get any minions to siege your turrets with. Okay, so Lux wasted her ulti on the ulted Liss. She got baited pretty hard into that. You guys all got baited into that. And really at this point, once you're in a deficit like this, you need to simply play to CS a tower. Lived. Rest in pieces. They all lived. I don't agree with W max. I think Q max is always better. Anytime you're behind, Q max is always better. When your team needs CC, Q max is always better because Q reduces the cooldown. W is simply for damage. Damage and move speed, and Janna doesn't really need more move speed. Yes, you always need wave clear. Your team is not a reliable source of wave clear typically. So I don't agree saying W max is normally second. But normally Janna, you're not just building it for wave clear, it lowers the cooldown so that you can also have it for team fights. Like getting the cooldown lower is really important because that's that's your main source of CC, not your W. Your W is for damage and is only good to max second if you're snowballing your lane. And it's an extended laning phase, I would say. Ignite? Ignite OP? No! Rip. Well, aid 1 point in W, you get like 30 flat move speed. You don't need move speed. You don't need 550 move speed on Janna. With her kit, you can just run in one direction and tornado and you're always going to get out. Like, I've got, what, a 7.3 KD on Janna? And I always max Q. It's about surviving. It's not about doing damage with your W. You don't need the move speed, ever. Failing. No, that was their redemption. They don't have a redemption on this team. That was Janna's redemption. She was using it to do damage and to try to, yeah, I think you DC'd. You're back. I usually go EWE. Oddjohn. So, EWE. I do EWE if I am verse caster support. I do EQE if I am verse melee support. Reason being, with the Q, you will CC them and keep them off of your ADC rather than just trying to slow them. So, it's more about, okay, also if they have like a gap close ADC. So if you're running like Braum Lucian or something, you're going to want the Tornado instead of the W. You're going to need that better disengage for melee supports. So let's say you're playing versus Alistar. Alistar combos in. If you are running W and you try to W their ADC, and say it's a Jhin, Jin's just going to E in. The slow's not going to do shit. He's going to have the gap close anyway, so he's still going to full combo your ADC before they can even move. And there's no way to deny that damage. So if you shield your ADC and you have Q, you can prep a Q so you know where he's going to dash to. You can Q that location. He's going to get knocked up for longer than your ADC is CC'd, and you guys can actually turn and gain damage out of that fight. Or your range of mastery is decent. I will go over that now. I'll go to europe.gg. Okay, so we're going to look at runes. What rune page were you using? I'll bring up your runes. Let me switch scenes really quick so I can get it on monitor capture. Special with a capital R. There's an R in special. Wait. What? You're not Oddjohn. Probably Janna, or Janna with AP. Okay, so the way I play Janna to disengage, right? So what am I doing? I am running CDR blues. So I don't run magic resist in the bot lane typically, because I'm usually not in position to get traded on. I'm also running coin, so I can sit back and just get gold and go even. Like I literally just play to go even and deny damage. And that's how I win with Janna. So my rune page is going to be... Let me get up another page here. op.gg. Let's check runes. Let's check Janna. My rune page. Okay, so the difference here is I am running 6 flat CDR so that I get 5% CDR to start with. And then I'm also running 3 scaling CDR so that I get another 5%. By the time I hit level 18. So it's 10% CDR. Getting scaling CDR to start is going to lower, like this 5% right here, lowers your shield cooldown by half a second. Okay, so having half a second off your shield cooldown, what do I start the game with? I start the game with, I think, what, 15%? 15% CDR, because you've got 5 from here, you've got a little bit of scaling, and then you're starting coin, plus 5% from mastery. So 15%. The 15% is making it so that you have an 8.5 second shield cooldown, and that's only 3.5 seconds of downtime on your shield. The armor marks is so I can run HP per level yellows. That way, at level 6, when Janna spikes, you're going to be... The HP per level equals out at level 6 compared to flat. So having armor reds, you don't need armor yellows. You're going to get the bonus HP. You're going to be a stronger champion overall. Once you hit your big spike. 6 is your spike that you want to play towards. You don't really want to be aggro until then. AP to increase your shields. Let's go back. Let's see what you're running. So you're running flat. You're running flat. You're going for kind of an early game Janna build. And Janna doesn't really have much fight potential. She's mostly about just out trading with shields. So that's what I did. I went for the AP Quince. You don't have any AP. You went more of an AD sort of shield yourself build. So you're shielding yourself, you're getting bonus AD, you're trying to auto-attack trade. And that's I mean, that's okay. You can do that, but you're leaving your ADC susceptible to get forced out of lane because you're shielding yourself. You're not shielding them. They're not getting farm, and I don't think you're gonna consistently win lane that way. Yeah, exactly. The armor marks give you the scaling HP yellows, and you don't have to trade because you're running coin. So with the coin, that's 5% CDR. Masteries, 5% CDR. Runes, 5% CDR. So 15% CDR, you can rush. You can still rush like the redemption, get 25%, and you're gonna have another 5 from scaling, so it's gonna end up with 30. So you only need one more CDR item to be at like max CDR. And running all this CDR gives you the option to run like either Merc Treads, Tabbies, Swifties, Mobies, whatever boots you want to run. You don't have to have CDR boots. Or you can get them early, the CDR boots early, and allow yourself to cap CDR if you're verse something that you want to just like spam shield verse. So I would change them up a little bit. I would change your runes so that you're running more of a passive build, and the higher CDR is going to allow you to just shield more often. You don't need any sort of mana regen, just running, let's check your masteries, make sure you're doing everything okay there. Okay, so Janna, 1312 wind speakers, intelligence is fine. I don't take bandit. Okay, running bandit, it forces you to trade, right? Once again. So if you're starting coin, you're not forcing yourself to trade with that. So I would go, and I would go dangerous game. So Odd John, when you're sitting back, you're not trying to fight. The reason I run dangerous game is instead of being forced to generate gold, you are sitting back and you are denying. So if you get this and you deny an enemy kill, you're denying them 300 gold, right? So denying 300 gold, how long does it take to generate 300 gold with bandit? So in comparison, if you live once per game from dangerous game, literally just once, you are denying the enemy a huge amount of gold. Plus the mana can be really beneficial in long fights. Meditation's fine. I run this. Wanderer, recovery. I go for explorer. I like the move speed. I take veteran scars here. Reason being for veteran scars is so you have that little bit of flat HP early on. So I go for the 50 HP for early game. That's the HP that I run for flat, so I can run scaling yellows. And then insight is fine. But see, this works for yourself. And if you're sitting back, you're playing with coin, you don't really need the runic armor. Well, that's what I'm saying, Arc Orange. Like you're only getting, as a range champion, you're getting 3 gold from bandit, literally 3. So you're gonna have to hit the enemy 100 times on a 5-second cooldown. That's 500 seconds of just trading autos. Okay, so Odd John, if you want to copy my rune page, I am running AP Quince to increase the scaling of your shield and abilities. And then I'm running armor reds. Or the runic armor also works on pots. Yeah, but I don't really die on Janna. I don't ever die on Janna. I do die on Janna sometimes, but it's pretty rare. Okay, let's look. Janna stats. We've got the old 7.0 KDA, so we're living a lot. %2 first blood. So yeah, we don't play for that first blood at all. We don't try to pressure out a lane with Janna. What do I usually build now? I usually rush Redemption. Unless I'm snowballing early. If I pick up a kill early, I might rush Ardent Sensor if I've got an auto-attack based champion. Like say you've got Caitlyn or Vayne. Getting Ardent Sensor is going to be really good because they get the attack speed. They get that, what is it, 20 HP steal? It's pretty good now. Pretty good. But it really depends on the enemy team. There isn't just a core build that I go for. I do like Ardent Sensor. I do like Redemption. And Mikhail's is in a pretty good spot right now. If they have a lot of bursts on their team, definitely get a Locket. Alright guys, wanted to